Welcome everyone, I'm David Bauders and I'm here today with Wade Sheffer. Wade is the VP of GM Energy. Welcome, Wade.
Well, thank you, David.
So
glad to be here.
You're here at NEMA 25. Tell us what you're here to learn about and what are you hearing?
Yeah, thanks for that. I am really pleased to be here. This is my first annual meeting as a board member and representing General Motors on the board of NEMA. It's been really exciting, a really exciting year. Why? Is because GM Energy has recently kind of came to the market, I would say really in the last couple of years, bringing a really innovative products that provide seamless charging to our customers, whether it's in your home or out in the public. So for us, NEMA, this is our ecosystem. So we're amongst many of the other manufacturers and other companies that ultimately bring this all to bear.
So for our users out there, our community, we have about 400,000 plus contractors who are also consumers, many of them, of course, using trucks.
Yeah.
Tell us a little bit about what GM Energy does and why it's important.
Well, it all starts, as we say, with the vehicle. And General Motors has a great portfolio of vehicles, both, as we say, ICE vehicles or EV. And for the moment, let me focus on EV. The majority of our EVs are vehicle-to-home capable. And so with vehicle-to-home capability in our vehicles, what is GM Energy's responsibility? To really, truly unlock the full value of an EV. And so what does that mean? So with GM Energy's innovative products, simply installed in your home, we have the ability to do bidirectional charging, which means that, yes, we can charge up the battery in your truck, in this case, as you mentioned, a truck, or you can actually power your home, which is pretty amazing.
As backup power.
As backup power. So in the event of a power outage, you can back up your power. And oh, by the way, is that we have also the capability, and you might ask, well, shoot, what if you unplug your truck? Well, guess what? That's okay. We have the GM Energy Power Bank. That is an energy storage solution that resides in your home. Okay. That would, you can either, whether it's through solar or whether it's from the grid, when the rates are low, you would store that energy and then use it if you were to unplug or at a time of use of your choosing.
So you can optimize pricing of energy at that point.
Yeah, absolutely. You can optimize pricing, but also for us, what is the real whole goal here? Is that for the American consumer and our consumers, is that we want to bring that total cost of ownership down. So how do we do that? And we do that in tandem with our utilities. So there's a number of locations or utilities that we partnered with, as an example, PG&E out of California, where in fact they're providing pretty significant incentives for customers that purchase a GM Energy vehicle-to-home system, which ultimately helps the utilities, actually puts a smile on the face of our customers, and everybody wins.
So if homeowners are buying vehicles from GM that are compatible with this type of technology, what's the role of contractors then in helping to activate this type of service?
Oh, it's huge, it's huge. And so two elements that I'll share with you. The first one is the actual installation. Master electricians, those that are certified and understand these products to install them properly. And for us, safety and quality are paramount, right? Not only for the components and parts, but obviously for our consumers. Bar none, that is the bar. So ensuring that we have certified installers across the nation that are, like I said, certified, they understand how to do it, and they do it really well. And that continues to be one of those things that we need more of. We need more certified electricians. But then the second piece of that is the actual innovation in the hardware outside behind the meter, as we say, right? What are all of these things that are required to allow that energy to flow to and from these products that we have?
Gotcha.
It's really important. And those are the NEMA members.
And so if you think about how do you build awareness at the contractor level, about half of the electricians in the United States are expected to retire in the next 5 to 10 years. How do you start to build awareness and preference with that generation of demand?
Yeah, it's not an easy task, for sure. So awareness is really key with from the overall consumers basis. But one of the things that we're doing, we're pairing up with companies like Cumeric or Treehouse and others, and where they have a national network of installers, and through them and ourselves, we drive this awareness. That's one element. But I'll also tell you, NEMA has done a great job as well of bringing awareness to the need of these type of jobs. Especially for our veterans as well.
So as you think about the challenges in making the GM Energy vision a reality, what are the biggest challenges out there?
Again, awareness, and awareness.
Okay.
But I tell you, once that customer understands the value proposition that we have, and again, think about it this way, is that having the ability to provide peace of mind and the ability simply to control the energy from your home in the palm of your hand, the ability to simply see what is happening. You don't have that today. And so for a customer that puts them peace of mind, they understand precisely what is going on. We have that capability, and guess what? It is seamless. The ability to go from your vehicle to our charging solution, GM Energy home energy solution, and our power bank to keep your home up and operational. And oh, by the way, we can also, if you have solar on your home, we can connect it agnostically to ensure that seamless operation.
What are some of the innovations that you see coming in this category?
It's a great question. It's one of the things that we're very much focused on, as I share with you, is that all of the portfolio of vehicles that we have, EVs that is, are vehicle to home capable. One of the key and critical innovations that is up and coming is vehicle to grid, right? V2G, as we say. And this is now, again, think about the premise that I shared. How do you bring the total cost of ownership down for that consumer? Think about the day where, in fact, that stored energy in your vehicle or in your GM Energy power bank, you don't need it today or tomorrow, maybe even next week, is that you're simply able to opt in, be able to take the energy, send it back to the grid to support the grid, right? Help them lower their cost and also get paid. This is the innovation of the future.
And what do you think the greatest driver of adoption will be?
Well, again, awareness.
I know awareness.
Right? So in the future, you walk into a dealership and you say, hey, guess what? Does that vehicle have V2G? And the answer will be yes, right? That's our intent. The other piece of that is we can't do this alone. Whether it's the NEMA members, our collaboration with the utilities and others to really make this a seamless operation between the utilities, the customers, the aggregators, all of the people that will make that system work flawlessly. And again, as I say, we can have the highest quality products, whether it's inside the home, outside the home, up on the pole, whether it's the transformers, the wires, all of those things that make this behind the meter, in front of the meter, all of those things. But guess what? The true driver to all of this is the seamless operation of a software platform and capability to aggregate the information and deliver to the customer meaningful information that they can action. This is really key.
So you talked a lot about awareness. The new generation, whether it's of tradespeople or of consumers, is finding and discovering information differently from in the past. Can you talk a little bit about the role of social in terms of how you build awareness for your solutions?
It's a great point. YouTube, and some more YouTube, right? So I'll just tell you, when we first got started, we had installation manuals, like everybody did.
What's an installation?
Exactly. And so ultimately we converted that into YouTube videos, very short, very succinct, very direct YouTube videos, again, with the support of installers of how to do that. Very important. So this is not unlike what we do in our service lanes today at any GM dealership that you go to. So there's training that takes place. They understand. And again, we're all human. We have sixth sense of how we bring information in, but we provide all of those opportunities. But you asked specifically about that awareness. YouTube is one of those, but we also have our LinkedIn channels. We have a whole host of communications, marketing elements out there in the marketplace today to drive that awareness, and it's working.
What about influencers and other user-generated content?
Yes and yes. So we do have that. We have a team, excellent team that supports us from a marketing perspective inside of our company. Okay. And certainly it's the world of influencers. And so we have people that, first of all, raise their hands and say, guess what, I learned of this. I want to be part of this future. And we've had the opportunity to, whether it's installed in their own homes or they have the opportunity to drive our vehicles, showcase the capabilities and the rest. We utilize influencers. We also, our customers. Our customers are a very key advocate of ours, and ultimately they're the ones that are receiving the value, and we ask them, once it's all installed, would you be willing to share your story? And we had recently a guy by the name of Clayton. He was a retired engineer, and we popped out of one of his lawn chairs in front of his garage, and he went to town. And in a short 2-minute clip, it was quite amazing. He was so pleased. And for him, it was, it was just a no-brainer for him. He says, I'm retired. I learned of this. I bought a Chevrolet Equinox EV, and I learned of GM Energy, and it was a no-brainer. He goes, I love it. He says, it helps me sleep better at night.
So you have, you're promoting awareness of this at the dealer level. Any
Yes.
other important channels? out
Yeah,
there?
so our dealer is really key. As we always say, that the point of sale is one of the key elements and opportunities to educate and provide awareness to our customers. So as that customer comes in and buys that EV or even an ICE vehicle, to be honest with you, if you're in rural Kentucky, as an example, you can still be a customer. You're not going to have vehicle-to-home capability because an ICE isn't going to provide that. But you can put a power bank system in your home and have that resiliency, right? Because guess what? In rural Kentucky, the power does go out for various different reasons, just like it does across the nation.
Sure. So as you think about that layer of end customers beyond the dealership, how much of the purchase of these types of products is happening post-dealer?
A fair amount. For us, what we have with a dealer, so at a dealer, you can purchase like an adapter. As an example, we're in the midst of a transition. As General Motors vehicles now have the North America charging standard going forward, what we call the NACS native inlet, and that allows for a seamless transition as we go into the marketplace. In your public charging or even charging at home, we provide adapters that provide you peace of mind. Any situation you're in, we have you covered. So you can purchase those directly from the dealer or on our website or through our accessory web pages, et cetera. Or when you order your vehicle, you can order it included. Gotcha. Similar to that of the charger, you can do the same. But now when it comes to the energy solution I shared with you, the power banks, the vehicle to home solution, is that what the dealers do is they serve as a referral base. Gotcha. And they say, oh, if you're interested, the answer is yes. We send you over and we connect you with one of our many home energy consultants that learn a little bit about your zip code that you live in, your situation, and then they guide you through the proper equipment for you. The one thing that we want is, one of our moats, as we call it, a customer experience like none other, period. And so us getting to know you as the customer just a little bit more, right? Are you owning? Are you renting? Where do you reside? Some of these type of simple information allows us to guide that customer to buy the proper setup for their home and their needs. Because at the end, we want the customer to be 100% satisfied.
Interesting. Any surprises or pivots that you would have made earlier if you had known more?
We've pivoted. We've had surprises and we've pivoted. At the end of the day, the reality is, guess what? People are people and they want to touch, feel, smell, and understand. Gotcha. And when we let that happen, like we have examples in our dealers as an example, people can see it. They want to see how big it is. They want to visualize it in their home as an example. And so we provide all of those opportunities for those customers to visualize it. We have a website that's very clear. So again, based upon feedback, we've updated our website as an example to provide specifics, dimensions, things of this nature. And again, how do you immerse that customer into understanding and learning more and having them be captive in the moment while their interest is high, but also showcasing the true value that they're going to get.
That's great. Well, Wade, it's been great to spend time with you today, and
David,
welcome to NEMA.
Yeah, David, thank you very much. Appreciate it.
Take care.